this alleyway that promised to kill you last? I am mine. Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
Sharon, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. I'm gonna shoot you between the balls.
The disease, but I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay. I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. I am your birthday boy host, Charlie. With me, as always, is not the birthday boy, Nate. Say hello, not birthday boy, Nate.
Hey, man, we got to hurry this up. I got 5 kids to feed, so the sooner we get this down, I got 5 kids to feed.
Got 5 kids to feed. And the other not birthday boy with us is Pete. Say hello, Pete.
Hello, Pete. I got nothing.
Pete's like, I got nothing. Why do you guys keep doing this all the time? And with us now, as our other co-host, is also birthday girl,
Birthday month.
Anna.
Yeah.
Our sweet wing.
Hello.
We're working on timing to get all these intros nice and smooth and fluid. We will get there, but it'll be fine. Yes. So yeah, it's my birthday pick. It's January.
You picked a good one.
Yeah,
It's 2025.
What did you pick? Yeah,
What did I pick?
Future of 2025, old
Yeah,
man.
We're not even there yet. I went with I was like, I like that when we start a year off with a banger, and obviously everyone's already listened to last week's episode. We went swinging for 2025 with Anna's birthday pick of The Substance.
Yeah, buddy.
And I was like, I need to bring just as heavy a one for the action, because I mean, Nate, wasn't it last year we did Terminator 2?
Yeah,
we started out the year with. So
So.
it's huge. We also hadn't done an Arnold movie since Month of Action. So I was like, what's an Arnold? What's something that I remember that we haven't done already that was important on my birthday? And it hit me. I was like, we got to do Total Recall. And we'll get into it with my history with it. But there's a very good reason why I picked this one for my birthday, why I have such a tie to it, and just how fucking amazing this movie is.
Buddy.
God, do I love this movie so much. But before we jump into our histories, let's hit the trailer, and then we'll jump into it. What do you think?
Yeah, baby.
Sounds good.
Call recall. With a memory of your ideal vacation.
You were interested in a memory of,
Mars.
You're gonna love this, Doug.
Yeah, but how real does it seem?
As real as any memory in your head. You are on your most important mission.
Do you want to know the future?
What about the past? You are not you. You're me.
They erased your identity and implanted a new one.
Quato wants what's in Quaid's head.
You're Quato, right?
Wrong.
If I'm not me, who the hell am I?
You wouldn't hurt me. We're married.
Consider that a divorce.
You got a lot of nerve showing your face around here.
Look who's talking. My name is not Quaid.
Now we could have total recall.
I want Quaid delivered for reimplantation.
Get
Ready for a surprise.
Kill them all! You think this is the real Quaid? It is.
We hope you enjoyed the ride.
Now, fun fact with the trailer. Don't know how much you guys looked into this or watched anything. I was not expecting that type of trailer for
Not at
Total
all.
Recall. Yeah, it sounds almost like a modern rendition, and it kind of is. I think this one that I found was from Studio Canal that did the 4K. But I found the original one, and it's actually like a bad trailer. Like, no good dialogue, no voiceover. But I read and found out that the studio had no idea what to do with this movie. They didn't know how to market it. And they released the first trailer. It had 45% studio or people awareness, I think is how they judge it.
I wonder how
which
they did that
means
back then.
I don't either.
You know, like especially because this came out in 90, so first trailer could have came out in 89 or early 90. You know,
at least a teaser, which I saw the teaser and went, I know what the movie is, so now it looks interesting. But if I had no idea what this was about, it did look weird.
Sounds a little like The Princess Bride. Like they didn't know what to do with The Princess Bride either.
Yeah,
and it bombed in the theaters, but word of mouth, it's become a cult classic as it should.
Yeah. Well, I read that Arnold got in, wind that it didn't have good awareness. He went to the studio and went, "Hey, you guys are kind of fucking me over here. We need to rethink this marketing strategy." And they're like, "We don't know what to do." Come to find out, they never watched the movie,
for heaven's sakes,
before they put it out.
How do you make a trailer without watching the movie?
Right. So he had them actually watch it, and then they went, "Oh, okay, we know what to do." Before it came out in theaters, it had 98% awareness in the United States.
Damn.
98. That's insane. Because Arnold was like, "You guys are literally going to call
You're missing out. You gotta get the word out on this one.
This is not how you do this. Not with me. Not with Prime Arnold."
Oh yeah. This is his prime. This is his heyday. He could do no wrong. He was royalty. He was Hollywood royalty at this time.
Yeah, he was the golden boy. This was you want to make money, put Arnold in a movie. That was pretty much the thought process.
Put Arnold in your movie. Pay
exactly. So I'm going to do my history with this last. So I want to start with you guys. And I want to start with you because I have a funny feeling we're going to have a theme with you on the show now. There's going to be a lot of, "I've never seen this movie. This is totally
and then we all shame her. We all go,
shame on you.
We
Boo,
ring the bell.
boo,
Shame. Boo, bad.
No.
Shame.
No shame here. So Anna, tell us your history, or if you even heard about this movie at all.
Yes, this is a first time watch for me, but I have heard of this movie. I'm very aware of it. I think it is one of those, when you hear the name, if you know anything about movies, it's kind of like one of the big ones as far as action history is concerned. And with Arnold, his tie to it, like y'all said, in his heyday, in his prime. So, but honestly, putting this on, like I didn't watch a trailer. I don't think I've ever really seen anything from it, except the only scene that seemed familiar was when he was in the chair at the end and he was breaking out of it. That I feel like I'd seen that one
around a lot. Mm-hmm.
Right. So, but yeah, pleasantly surprised. I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's go to the opposite end of the spectrum. Pete,
what does that mean, Charlie? What are you insinuating there?
That you're the old one?
Well, fuck off.
The old one. He's our Yoda. He's the Yoda.
I saw this. I saw this in the theater.
You saw it in the theater?
Oh yeah.
Oh, so cool.
I was just old enough that I had my driver's license, and 1 or 2 towns over had the only theater in the county. So we drove. My buddy Andy and I, we were burgeoning, is that the word for it? Cinephiles.
Yeah.
We started really talking about movies and what this was all about and what things meant to us. Things like Flatliners and Jacob's Ladder were things that really moved us at the time. I don't know if they would hold up anymore, but those were the kind of movies that we would sit down and talk about. Like, this really meant something to me. And somebody goes see Total Recall thinking this is, and of course, you couldn't avoid the trailers at the time if you're watching TV or went to the theater at all. So we walked in there expecting a big blockbuster Arnold movie, and we got that in spades, don't get me wrong. But then it gives you that mind fuck at the end where you get the blue sky. They give you exactly what they told you was going to happen at the very beginning of the movie. And the two of us just sat there stunned at the very end of the movie going, whoa, was this a dream? Was it real? The movie nailed it for us at that time of our lives, where we were just blown away by such a unique story. So it's a hoot. I thoroughly love this movie with all of my heart. It's stuck with me for a long time.
Absolutely. Awesome. All right, Nate, what about you, bud? What's your history with Total Recall?
Well, as a kid growing up in the 90s and Arnold being the coolest guy ever, this was one of the ones I remember vividly watching at Nana's growing up. And I don't remember, what I thought of the movie. I just knew it was cool. It was loud. It was Mars. It was eyes popping out. It was everything that a little kid would just be like, oh my God, this is so cool. And then just growing up with it and that constant debate where every viewing I watch it going, this time I'm going to figure out Total Recall. I've got it. Even the last time I had watched it, I called a buddy and went, watch Total Recall right now. I think I figured it out. And then he called me back like 2.5 hours later. I went, I'm kind of past that scheme already at this point. But even watching it yesterday, I'm like, I think I know if it's real or if it's not. And that will constantly happen, which is the intrigue of it. God, I don't know if anyone ever has listened to the commentary for this, but it's amazing because Arnold is just talking about, remember the time I broke the glass? Remember the time I did this? It is essentially the Chris Farley show, but with him doing the commentary, not knowing how commentary works at all.
It's a memory lane with him.
Yeah.
I caught to myself when I went through that glass right there. That's a very bad cut. This is terrible.
I did watch this behind the scenes thing on YouTube, and there was a little interview with Sharon Stone, and she was talking about how tired she was after filming fight scenes with Arnold because just her hitting him and just his force stopping her was enough. It was like hitting a brick wall, like all day long.
Imagine this is peak buff Arnold. And I did a double feature when I watched this. I watched this and then I watched Commando. So I was all hyped up. I mean, I watched two of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so Total Recall has always been with me. Even like this summer when shown at Fawn, like because Rick and Morty did an episode where it was a planet full of Quatos, and it was a bunch of people saying, "Open up your mind," and they had no idea what it was from. And I was like, "Oh, well, you got to see Total Recall." The problem is they thought there was going to be Quatos throughout the whole movie.
No.
No.
What a surprise.
A little unfair. Would have been really cool to have multiple Quatos, but
Uno Quato is what we have in this movie.
So, yeah, Total Recall is life. That's the best way to put it.
100%. All right.
Charlie, what is your Grand Slam history with
this? Get back, folks. This is going to get long.
Well, it's my birthday, so you know what? I get to do this. So, in thinking of what to do, I kind of came up with a bit of a theme whenever I actually came up with our horror pick first. And I'll go ahead and tell you, we didn't tell you last week. So, my horror pick is going to be Chopping Mall next week.
I'm so excited.
And I have a funny story to go with that one. But as far as a theme goes, and don't worry, Nate, not a full month of theme. It just happens this is a through
Don't say
line.
That word.
Movies young Charlie watched when he shouldn't have. So my dad famously kept me away from a lot of the more graphic action movies till I was, at least 13 or 14. At that time, I was still limited on what movies I was actually allowed to watch, especially without Dad. Dad owned Total Recall, and it was one of those forbidden tapes in the VCR, the tape holder, the big cabinet. Summertime rolls around. Charlie watches Total Recall for the very first time on his own. Bloody as all get out. Titties, blood, gore. Like, this is like nothing I'd ever seen before. And I am enamored by it. And I think I watched it 5 or 6 times that week. And I would always rewind the tape and put it back. And then one time I put the tape in and I realized it wasn't rewound. It was at a random part in the movie, not the one part everyone's thinking about, just a random one. And brain in Charlie's head went, oh, Dad's testing me. Dad knows I'm watching this. So to watch it,
Kid brain.
I had to remember the spot it was left off. So I would rewind it, watch it, rewind it all the way back, and then go back to the spot where Dad had
That's a
stopped
pain in the
it.
ass back then, too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mine didn't have the counter, you know, the
I was
time.
gonna say, because ours didn't have the counter either growing up.
Nope.
And then there was some where it's like you had to like stop the movie and rewind. So it's not like you could watch the movie play backward.
No, you had to guess. You had to be like, this feels right.
This feels good.
Yeah. So there for a long time, I would pop this movie in and it would be at random spots in the movie. And I would have to remember that spot as I would watch it. And then eventually, I was old enough I could watch whatever the hell I wanted and I could see it. But this was one of those I would sneak and watch Total Recall. And this action movie for me, because I was huge into sci-fi growing up, this was like this perfect blend of action, sci-fi. What's going on? I have no idea what's happening. I don't understand it all, but I don't care because the visuals are just so intense in my face. I think this is also my first introduction to Michael Ironside. And since this movie, he will forever be a villain for me. I think he was in V, and I kind of remembered him growing up watching V, but this was the most intense version of him I think I remember. And from then on, he was always a villain. Like, it's always a guy that got his I'll see you at the party, Victor, and rip his arms off and he falls down the elevator.
God, so good.
But yeah, the theme is movies that Charlie was not supposed to watch, but he watched. And apparently there's another theme that I had not planned, but the B action, the first movie we're watching is called Rolling Vengeance over there. And it's about a monster truck with a giant drill on the front. And then it got to the scene with the giant drill vehicle at the end of this. And I went, subconsciously, I even gave myself a theme that's like everything's got giant drill bits trying to kill people.
Sounds like you want to do themed months all the time, Charlie.
It's like my brain just went that way. I don't know why, but it's Total Recall has just been one I've always gone back to over the years. It's not my most favorite. I mean, my most favorite is Running Man. It will always be Running Man. But this one is just, it gives me everything I want in a movie. And it also is the movie that terrified the shit out of me before I even knew about this movie. Because I don't know if anybody's listened. Not a lot of people listen. More people should listen to this episode. Our brain scan episode we did like 2 years ago. He's reading the issue number 95 in that movie. And I talk about why that's important. It's because it's the Total Recall issue that I saw on the rack at Barnes & Noble, and it has the face exploding, from the vacuum of Mars on the front of it. And as a kid, it terrified the shit out of me, and I couldn't walk near it. Like, I'd go around the long way so I didn't see it again. And it has burned an image into my brain, and it's Total Recall. I mean, it's always just been part of my growing up with action movies and to a lesser extent horror, because this has got the gore for a horror movie in it.
Sure does.
But that's my history with it. That's why I picked it for my birthday.
I'm glad you did, because this era of Arnold, like you said, Running Man, this, Terminator 2, I mean, Kindergarten Cop, this was all prime, like what I grew up with. I wish I could find, I may have talked about this before, I know the parents have, like, in 4th grade, we had to write to our hero, of like, and mine was me writing to Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Aww.
So I would love to
that is
find
so
that.
Sweet.
Just to
Please.
see what 4th grade Nate had the thought process of. Dad sent me a bunch of pictures of VHS tapes of like recorded off TV. And I thought for sure that we had Total Recall, but it might have been one of the ones that Nana had. There's also one where you can see where American Ninja was scratched out for, I think, Ghostbusters.
Not the
like,
dude to call.
No!
What was I thinking?
Whoever did that messed up. There's another one that's got Predator, and Predator's misspelled, and it's crossed out, and you can see where it's spelled with an I, and it's Bugs Bunny right next to it. It's like, why? Why did we do this?
Predator?
Predator?
What? Where do you put an I in Predator,
There was
sir?
no spell check back in the 90s.
No.
You had one shot on the on the VHS label. That one, and if you were real brave, you did it in Sharpie first. You're like, yeah,
you never
I
use
know,
Sharpie.
I know how to.
I know how to.
shit.
Terminex, motherfucker! This was Terminator. Damn it!
Independence Day. That one said ID4. There was no way I was going to spell out Independence
No one
Day.
ever spelled out Independence.
And ID4 just sounded cool. I remember all those trailers back then. I'm like,
T2,
yeah.
But they shot. That's why we've never gotten more than just one sequel, because they go, we can't do part 4. We've already ruined the
ID4
greatest title. ID4 Quattro. I don't.
Yeah.
ID4 squared.
4 squared. I like that one. That one actually kind of works. We'll see. What is squared? That's a 2.
ID4
Well, you take ID4 and you
ID
times it by
16.
ID4. So yeah, you know, the Independence Day
Math is
franchise
hard.
really went off the rails after the 7th one.
Yeah. That Back to the Future clip of it.
Yeah,
where the alien's jumping out and almost eats Marty McFly. I remember that part.
And they have a
That was really
skateboard.
good. That's right. That's right. So yeah, that's the histories with Total Recall. So this is a movie done by one of my favorite directors. Again, when I was younger, I didn't give a shit who directors of movies were.
Oh no.
But as I got older, I went, oh, that's why I like this, or that's why. This is Paul Verhoeven, man. And let me tell you something. That man just gets me. He has the way to put the level of violence and a bit of comedy and I didn't know what satire was when I was a teenager.
But the satire is just
biting. It's a biting satire, and in everything he has done, I am just glued to it. You know, in
his blood squibs are like no other.
I wrote that down, man. Those were the best blood squibs I've seen in a long time.
Right?
That
Especially
dude's
crystal
chest
clear
was
HD.
Gnarly. Oh my god.
When
Just
Arnold takes that
chunks
one
of
poor
flesh.
dude and just keeps using
He
him as
uses them
a shield.
Yeah.
And that guy, if
That
this
was
would have been
funny.
like a National Lampoon movie, he would have still been alive. Like, why are you doing this to me? And he's getting shot nonstop and like, pipe down.
I'm
No!
feeling better. I'm going to get up and take a walk.
But it made me like research. I was like, what other movies have like this glorious of blood squibs? And everything kept coming up. It was like, well, Total Recall and RoboCop. There's
I was gonna say
RoboCop.
RoboCop.
It's like,
Kenny, poor Kenny.
that's absolutely right. Like, apparently they were so like during RoboCop, at least they were so powerful. They were actually bruising the actors.
No kidding.
Because of how much of a punch they were doing when they exploded.
Well, there's
Dang.
they interviewed Verhoeven talking about this, and he goes, man, me and the MPAA just do not get along. Like this one got an X rating and he had to cut it down. And it's that one of the scenes is that scene on the elevator. And he goes, they're stupid. And they're like, what do you mean they're stupid? He goes, the MPAA is actually making my movies more violent. And they're like, what do you mean? He goes, the level I go to and for how long you see it, it's funny. If a guy gets shot 1,000 times, it turns into being comical because he's getting shot so much.
Because he's dancing.
When you make me cut it down, it's now faster and way more violent. Like it's violently finished.
That's a good point.
That's worse. He goes, you're making my movies worse, but you're bitching because of the amount of blood, not the context of the movie. And I'm like, yeah, it's true. Because when you watch the director's cut of RoboCop and the camera stays on Kenny, I'm kind of laughing by the end of it.
Oh, yeah,
because
it's amazing.
it's goo. Kenny turns into Play-Doh at the end of that. And you're kind of like, okay, that was a lot. That was funny. But any other time, you're like, damn, poor Kenny. MPAA's fault for making it way more violent than it ever needed to be.
And
but
like,
man,
blessing in disguise.
Yeah, and one of the other things too, like this movie is essentially a R-rated cyberpunk James Bond movie.
Yeah,
You know, I
sure.
mean, it is Secret Service agent trying to, figure out what's going on.
Or is he a Secret Service agent?
Or is he?
Or is he?
Right now, after this watch, I'm currently believing that it was all real. Ask me in 3 weeks when I watch it again, it might be all a dream.
I think what we do, we'll get towards the end of the episode and we're going to ask everyone what their
what's their
true
interpretation?
thought. Yeah, what's your interpretations of it? But I want to ask Anna as far as the level of violence. You watch a lot of horror. It's never about, oh, that was way too gross, I can't handle it.
Mhm.
But not watching nearly as many action movies as I'm sure I've seen, or even Nate has. What was your first thoughts whenever you saw how violent this movie was going to get?
I was pretty surprised, and because there were several shootout scenes, fight scenes that went on for a good period of time, and people were getting shot. I mean, Michael Ironside gets his arms, chopped off. That shocked the shit out of me. I was for sure just thought he was going to get crushed. And I was like, no, duh, his arms are going to get cut off. But then to see him fall with no arms is also kind of funny too. So it was such, like you were talking about, it's such a good mix of that. It's more violent, but there's enough comic relief in there to make you kind of chuckle and breathe a little bit in between all the violence. Because I had no idea Paul Verhoeven directed this. And then once I saw that and that it was written by the Aliens guys, Dan O'Bannon and Ronald Shusett, or Shusett, or however you say it. But I was like, damn, okay. And Rob Bottin did the special effects. I was like, okay, I'm here for this. Like right off the bat at the opening when the credits are coming up, I was like, okay. Yeah, I loved it.
Anna's in our group chat and she goes, I don't know about Arnold and bugging out eyes. What am I in
Dude,
for?
I can't take him seriously. It's not and it wasn't even the scene where the eyes bugged out. It was just where he gets really mad and he's doing the face and his eyes get real big. I just get tickled every time.
Well,
and it kind of takes me out a little bit, but then I have to just remember it's Arnold. Okay.
Right.
And it's Rob Bottin, 8 years removed from the thing. So it's the dude's only gotten better. But what I love about this movie is all the production, sets and everything.
I was thinking that.
You feel like you're in this world. This is the best version, I think, of Mars that I've ever seen on film. Just how bright red and glorious it is.
Mm-hmm.
But dirty at the same
time.
time.
It had a lot of Blade Runner feel to it.
You know what I thought of?
This Mars had been lived in for a long time, and it was gross, and no one cared about it.
Yeah, the planet wasn't taken care of.
No,
charged for their air.
I know.
When we go back to that part of Chicago in Candyman, how dilapidated and unkempt that area was, where no one gave a shit. And there are these structures around this area of Chicago that were just beautiful skyscrapers, and then you've got this shithole right in the middle of all this industrial beauty. And that's kind of how Mars felt like to me, where the rich were very rich and the poor were very poor, and the rich did not give a shit one way or the other. And that was the that was the whole thing that the bad guy was all about. He was mining some sort of
there's class war that's sprinkled into this because they do the rebels versus the corporation and shit like that.
Mars made me think of I got strong Guardians of the Galaxy vibes, Nowhere, where they go and all the bars are, especially in the first one when Drax calls. And, they have that first showdown there. And then later on in the series, they kind of start fixing it up because that's where the Guardians now call their home and their headquarters. So by the time we get to the third one, they're fixing it up and making it look nicer, that kind of thing.
I never put that together.
And then also just all the special effects with different species, people they look like people,
mutants.
But the mutants.
There we go.
They're
psychics.
Yeah. The just the different like faces, and how Arnold comes there and he sees that little kid and he's really nice to her, and there's moments like that in Guardians too. So that's the first thing I thought of. Like when Groot gets there, he sees the little girl and he gives her the flower from his tree branches. So I'm wondering if James Gunn maybe got some inspiration from Total Recall.
Oh, I don't doubt that at all. I mean,
I thought that was really cool.
Heavy influences, I'm sure, throughout. But you also had, this is Rob Bottin, only 2 years removed from RoboCop. Working
Damn, he did that too. I didn't know
Verhoeven.
that.
Then working side to side. And that's the thing, like Paul Verhoeven, after Showgirls, kind of got screwed because that flopped so hard that he pretty much got outcasted out of America.
So that was a terrible film.
Showgirls.
I still have yet to see it. I've seen
you haven't seen
Showgirls?
Okay, so
Showgirls.
I don't know. I wasn't allowed to watch it.
I wasn't either, but you know how I also talk about how I never got the sex talk growing up?
Oh,
that movie gave me the sex talk.
I know a certain pool scene. It's the same thing. I've never seen Boogie Nights. One of these days, I'm going to watch Boogie Nights.
Watch Boogie Nights. That's a hoot.
I mean, there wasn't anyone in my age bracket that didn't watch Showgirls because that was Jessie.
Thank you. Yeah. That's why it related to me more than the Demi Moore one, because I grew up watching Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, that's all we cared about. You mean there was a story in that movie?
Yeah.
We don't give a shit.
I want to watch it. I'm going to.
Also, Gina Gershon? Come on.
She's still a babe.
Good Lord. But yeah, no, but that's where I don't think I really paid attention to who Verhoeven was until after like Starship Troopers. Because then it was like, man, I love this, but why do I feel like I'm watching RoboCop watching it? Because I had the commercial breaks and the news breaks, and then I look into it as I got older, going, well, no shit, I love these movies. This is my guy. Like he knows how to make movies I love. Hell, Total Recall still kind of has it, but it's always when someone's watching television. It's never a break in the movie like he did in all the other ones.
There's a lot of background advertisements in movie.
There is, and like
clips. You're always hearing something over the PA being said,
political wise,
the news,
trying to sell you something.
Yep.
And then,
dude, I read
a lot of product placement.
I never paid attention till I watched it last night, but only because I had read it. On Earth, the product placement was Coca-Cola. On Mars, it was Pepsi.
That's too funny.
They literally kept it. They had two promotions, but they kept them on separate planets. I was like, that's fucking awesome.
That means one got kicked off Earth and they did something real bad.
It was Pepsi. The heartburn shit.
I did see
both give me heartburn.
I saw a Miller Lite sign in the background, and I thought, well, there's a missed opportunity. Couldn't you have made Mars Light or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Mars Light.
Budweiser.
I don't know.
Mars Light.
What's a red beer? You need
Marweiser.
a red for Mars.
Yeah, it'd be red Killian's.
Red Dog.
Killian's, yeah. Red Dog,
and instead of the horse, it would be like a planet.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Or a three-headed mutant.
There you go.
Or the god Mars.
Ooh.
There you
now
go.
we're getting way too deep just for some product.
Just for some product. I know that funny in this world. Hey, did anybody else get that intro when the logo's coming up and everything? I got strong Conan vibes. That intro music, the first few beats of it, I was like, is that the Conan music? And then it changed to the Total Recall, and I was like, oh, okay. Was it the same guy?
It's Jerry Goldsmith.
I didn't know Goldsmith did both of them.
Yeah, I didn't either.
He's gone on record saying this movie is his favorite soundtrack he's ever done.
The music was a blast.
It feels like a video game.
So good.
Yeah, I just want the soundtrack just so I can just listen to it.
But it does. He has that very orchestral beginning to it, very much like Conan.
Mm-hmm.
But he's somehow, without adding techno bullshit when people try to make a sci-fi movie,
done some sort of synth, I guess,
but he doesn't. He keeps it orchestral, and it works so well.
Yeah,
I love the soundtrack in this movie. I mean, it just, to me, it fits. The action scenes feel like action. The intrigue, the spy part feels
works
like
with the intensity of it all.
It really does, man. And then honestly, he even has a bit of points for when it does get a little bit of levity into it. He can make the music its own character. And in Total Recall is definitely one of the highlights of it is the sound. But going back to talk about just the setting, this movie just not just the setting where they're actually at, which was this was filmed in Mexico because they wanted that run down yet futuristic look, which I was like, man, it's weird, but that fits. That's right, because it feels alien to say someone in
The Planet Earth
America.
scenes were in Mexico, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Were they really?
Because Mars was all that was all
Mars was all set,
Yeah,
but it
it's
was
all soundstage.
Earth where they're going the Johnny Cabs are running around. That was all Mexico's area. But what I love is the miniatures in this movie. The miniature work is like I don't even feel right calling them miniatures because these miniatures are on such a grand scale as far as the movie goes.
There's so many of them that
Oh my God,
ridiculous. And even when there is green screen, because it's done so well, it doesn't really look like the blue outline or something like that, or just this weird.
It's all color coded very well.
It looked great on my 4K. This is the first 4K I ever bought. I bought this movie like, I don't know, 3 or 4 years. It was at Walmart randomly for $15.
Whoa.
And it was right when 4Ks were starting to get like easier to get. And I was like, that's Total Recall. I'm going to buy it. It's on 4K. I didn't even have a 4K player. I just bought it. Come to find out, the movie I own the most of, second is Total Recall. First one's Mad Max Fury Road, and I've been doing that one on purpose. Accidentally, the movie I own the second most of is Total Recall. I have like the VHS, 2 DVDs. It's on Arnold Collection DVD. I have 2 Blu-rays. I have the 4K. Like I have like 6 copies, not counting I do own the remake. So 7 Total Recall movies floating around my fucking house.
Start sending your VHS.
Everyone send Charlie of everything that you have of Total Recall.
Just keep sending them.
I have my Total Recall trading card collector box that I got.
Keep sending those to him. Send him everything. We want that workshop to be filled to the brim.
I want him to start asking people not to send him stuff. That's how much stuff I want to send him.
I'm just gonna be like that dude begging. I want to be like that dude on TikTok that has all the copies of Titanic.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, I have all my copies of Total Recall.
On VHS.
On VHS.
We're going to give him the laser disc. You name it.
All of it.
I bet there's
8-track.
There's got to be a laser disc.
I would. I'd actually love to watch this on Laserdisc. I'd love to see how well that transferred over.
But probably like a lower quality DVD, if I had to guess.
But the sound would be incredible. I promise.
It would be. Look, man, even on VHS, this movie had me glued to it every time.
This was a movie back then, though, because it was unlike anything you had seen before because of that world building. And then, like, the blood in this is so vivid. Like, that first scene where Arnold takes out his coworker and those 3 guys, and just how casual the blood is on the wall, his hands covered in blood, and him coming back to his wife like something's like wrong.
Yeah. No, you're just imagining it. Did I imagine this? And holds up his hands that are covered in blood. Also, when he's breaking those dudes' necks, it just
the
sounds
snaps.
so
the what is it? The celery crack.
It's the celery crack. That's exactly
so
what it is. But dude, I love it. And the design. One thing that I do laugh at now is I look at the future cars going, ooh, wow. But Jackie was watching last night. She goes, hey, look, Cybertrucks.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Right. That's
all
very
this
Cybertruck-ish
is
as
Elon
far
Musk's
as the
wet
goofy
dream.
Vehicles and their designs. But dude, she was in the kitchen and the Johnny Cab thing popped up. I was repeating that line word for word, and she's like, "You've seen this once or twice, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Why is Jackie even surprised anymore? She's like, "Oh yeah."
Not really. She just loves to point it out because I'll do it without even thinking about it. But I've always loved the Johnny Cab. Never knew that was designed after Robert Picardo and voiced by Robert Picardo.
Robert Picardo, yep.
I don't know who that is.
Our buddy from Star Trek.
I lost everyone.
Is that Voyager?
Deep Space Nine, I thought was
going
Picardo,
well,
wasn't it?
It was going so well.
With
he was the
Quark
hologram, and they were stuck, so it's Voyager.
He was the doctor.
Hello?
Yes, he was the hologram doctor.
Maybe Charlie will stop it.
Pretty
That
sure
probably
it was
makes
Voyager.
sense.
I don't know. I can't remember.
But we saw him in Gremlins 2.
I lost everyone.
Oh no.
Yeah, like everyone. I for like 2 minutes. After it was right when you said whoever his name, I lost everyone.
Robert Ricardo? I wasn't quite 2 minutes. Okay, well, I didn't get a warning, but we can stop and restart just to be safe.
Just to be safe.
Yeah, he was also in. If you ever saw Gremlins 2, classic, by the way.
Oh, that's right. He was.
He was in that.
He's in
I
full
don't know this guy.
Toupee. He's in full toupee. That's probably why you don't recognize him.
I
He
feel
gets
like
married to the female gremlin at the end.
Huh.
That's
all I got.
Huh.
I don't remember that guy.
Yeah.
It's like I was today years old.
Yep.
It's
Essentially.
cool that they like designed an entire thing on it. And I mean, the Johnny Cab to me is still one of the more iconic, non-violent scenes of this movie.
Until it melts.
Till it melts.
Fucking horrific.
Dude, it's like a fucking nightmare. Oh god, it's so good.
That's not even like that whole scene though, because then you get like the rats getting shot at by Michael Ironside, and
oh yeah,
the blood that splatters and chunks onto the screen with Arnold's face. Ugh. On top of Arnold pulling out this red ball out of his nostril and thinking that was like so gross as a kid, and now even as an adult, I'm like, how did they do that?
Oh, it was a dummy. I mean, it was a prosthetic. It wasn't even Arnold. It was a full.
It looked just like Arnold,
a full
though.
face. That was one of my favorite early memories of something that was so uncomfortable that I almost couldn't watch it.
That's a good word for it. It's just uncomfortable.
Owie.
Your brain instantly goes to, ooh, what would that feel like?
Yeah. How did they get that in there? He's like, remember, you'll hear a crunch.
A crunch. Shove it up real good. And then you hear the crunch.
And you're like, where does the ball pass through? What in my face lets that ball come out? Like, and then it falls off, and it's a tiny little bullet thing.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why not just that? Just
I know.
Why the ball?
Well, we gotta make sure it's protected.
Mm-hmm.
I
ball protects.
And let me tell you, watching it in 4K last night, I can see the disguise he wears at Mars in the suitcase. Like, I'm looking at everything inside of it, and you see the brown coat that she, quotation marks, wears, and you catch a glimpse of the mask. I was like,
really?
It was all in there. Like, it was prepared, ready to go.
I missed
noticed that.
I
Yeah.
didn't either.
I a 65-inch television on 4K, and I've seen this movie 50 fucking times. So I'm looking at everything just like, this is awesome. Like, give me more.
I'm also glad that you mentioned the mask, because then when he's wearing it and it malfunctions, and Michael Ironside going, there he is. That's Quaid. Get him.
Her.
Get her. He respected the pronouns, and I loved it.
I don't think it's that, but okay.
It works, because in the future,
It
we
works.
finally decided
Yep.
we're not going to be assholes.
That is the iconic scene.
That was probably the best CG I had seen to date at that point, because Jurassic Park hadn't come out yet.
I mean,
Yeah.
it still holds up, though.
Yeah,
I gotta say, I was when he was saying, "That's Quaid, get him, get her." I was like, "That's not him." Like, no, it's not. I was convinced, and then all that happened, and I was like, "Oh, I guess it was him."
So you would have been one of the people that got blown up by a thrown head at you.
For
Like,
sure,
oh my
yeah.
God.
Yeah,
Get
no
ready
doubt.
for a surprise. Boom. But Pete just said something, and it's kind of wild that not that entire scene is CG either. Like, only part of it is, with it coming off of his head, is stop motion.
Yep.
With
Right.
a dummy Arnold face, because it's very distorted. That's stop motion when it comes back together.
Oh,
Like,
damn.
CG was barely anything.
Really?
They couldn't even CG the X-ray correctly, because that was supposed to be like the
I
big
did read that.
CG
It
moment.
was very funny.
They had to animate that shit. That's animated skeletons running
2D
around.
animation,
so
hand
weird
drawn.
looking. But
It's
we
very
need
weird.
that in every airport just to make going through TSA 10 times easier.
I would do it in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, in a heartbeat.
Charlie,
I
you
already
don't
got
fly,
the
so
radiation.
you don't care.
No, I fly.
I
once
just
a
want
year.
to. I just want to go
Charlie.
through the X-ray.
Oh.
I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
I
he
want to
goes
get
through
like
the X-ray.
I want to get 4 or 5 guys. We all go through the X-ray together, and then we redo the Walt Disney like dancing skeleton scene where we're all in line dancing with skeletons.
I was thinking, what if we put 3 kids in a trench coat and they go through that?
Now that would be funny as shit.
Let's do that.
We're definitely doing that one. We need some kind of animal.
I was gonna say raccoons.
Raccoons.
A stack of raccoons in a trench coat and a hat.
A stack of raccoons. Trash
But they're
pandas.
long ways. They look like a normal dog, but they're actually 3 raccoons.
One human centipede has to go through that.
Shoo.
Oh. Ooh,
Well,
no.
they're not going to walk. They're on a conveyor belt, so it's
I
like
call
you'll just see
front.
them
It's
float through.
convenient.
They would
Yeah.
just pass through the conveyor belt, right, Nate?
Oh,
I'm
man.
also trying to figure out how a human centipede would book a flight. Like, how does that? It is 3 rows.
Where do you sit?
You
I
definitely
guess
have to
the
take
aisle.
But how? Yeah, you can't like sit.
But you don't want to be the person that's got to sit near them. Like, oh,
Not
I got
again.
the human centipede again. It's a 6-hour flight.
Why
I
does
had a
this keep
cranky baby
happening?
last month, and now I get human centipede.
I gotta quit going to these conventions. This is getting ridiculous.
The last time I grabbed the wrong luggage, there was a basket head in
Want
it.
a war? Well, you got it right after this.
All right, Paul. So I think it's time we, made a trailer.
Do we have to?
Like, if people keep asking, so we're gonna deliver.
Well, what are we supposed to do in this damn trailer?
We're just gonna talk about shit we do here. We theme our months, right? Like, what do we?
I mean, I know we've done stuff like musicals and animation month and creature features, all sorts of stuff, but is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, it's something kind of like that. Then I'm probably gonna sit there and tell people, we're on all social medias. We're on the Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, and it's all under Flicks and Friends podcast.
Yeah, I guess so, if they're not tired of hearing that by now.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that'll work. Should we press record?
Yeah, let's press record right now.
Sharks of the Corn? Virus shark? Cocaine shark? Sharktopus? Yeah, those are all real movies. Join me, Steve Coates, as each week I take a comedic look at the bizarre world of sharksploitation cinema on Bucket of Chum, the Shark Movie Podcast.
I didn't come here to talk. Lucky for you, they did.
Yeah, it's just something visually that just keeps me coming back to this movie.
One of the things
every time
that I picked up on last night for the first time, the freak that has one eye and it looks like he's got a mutated vagina on his face.
That's Dean Norris.
Dean Norris, yeah. Never
it's
knew
Dean
that
Norris.
was, Hank from Breaking Bad.
Stop, I
Really? You
missed
didn't
that.
know?
Yeah. Once I heard him talk, I went, "Oh my god, that sounds like Hank Schrader." And sure enough, it's like there he is, just one of
Remember
his
they had
younger
the crab
roles.
beer in Breaking Bad, the cop or something?
Yeah,
he
the
was the cop.
brother-in-law.
Oh, no kidding.
He's Tony. Tony the Mutant. Yeah.
And then
Huh.
that whole I don't know if you want to call it a cafe. I love it because it's just like a smorgasbord of eye candy for what is going on in the scene. It's like the Star Wars cantina.
Yeah,
Because as a kid, the Star Wars cantina was like the thing that made me go,
Who's that guy?
I
What's
love
that guy's story?
all of
Who's
this.
That guy? Who's that guy's story? Yeah.
This is the movies I like now. There is nothing else other than this. And even down to getting the little tiny person with a machine gun shooting people. That is just
Standing-
chef's kiss.
Standing on the bar with this machine gun that's just as long as she is tall. And she's
Shooting away.
bolstering it and just mowing people down.
It's just stuff like that where I went, oh, Paul Verhoeven, you're the greatest director ever.
It totally is. Yes, I don't know if I called it a cafe. I mean, this is literally
This is a bar. It's a
It's a titty bar.
It's
a bar's bar.
It's a cat house.
Cat house. I went a little more foul. Sorry.
It's okay. No, you can say it. I mean, it's,
Okay.
prostitution's going on there. I mean, they got to make their money on Mars too. A lot of construction workers.
Everybody got to hustle.
They gotta have that hustle. But no,
Some people have better assets than others to hustle, though.
Very
some
true.
have more assets.
Some have more.
Like the three boobies.
Oh,
She turned around. I was like, "Whoa, hello."
Yeah, that every young boy went, "Whoa,
yeah,
hello."
Yeah.
That's
Every
a
man,
thing? That
every
can
adult
happen?
has gone and done the same thing.
You're like, which one's the fake one? Hold on a minute.
I'll be 87 years old on my deathbed watching Total Recall going, "Oh, hello."
Yeah.
Hello.
Unfortunately, all three were fake. I read that. And
Yeah, it looked like it must have been like a full-blown chess piece.
It also takes a little bit of fun out of it. Not all the fun out of it, but she
No.
absolutely hates that she did that. She
Aw.
hates the
Aw.
movie.
No.
Hates what came from it, and just despises the
Well,
fact
I'm
she did
sorry,
it.
what? Everyone's going to typecast you as the 3 boob person in every movie moving forward?
I don't know. I mean, honestly, it's one of the only good parts of the remake is they at least bring back the 3 boobs.
Do they really? I've never seen the remake.
They do. They bring it back. The
remake looked too clean.
The
and
remake
PG-13.
tried to go back to what the short story was.
Yeah.
Which is like Recall, we can remember it for you or something like that.
Well, that was like the whole. I remember their pitch too back when that came out. I was like, no, like this is just following the story closer than what the Arnold one was, so you can still have the Arnold one, but then our interpretation of the story. I'm like, I don't care. It's PG-13. It looks way too CGI and clean.
The PG-13 to me is really what hurt it. There's a lot of visually stuff.
RoboCop though.
That's exactly
Paul Verhoeven.
Yeah, let's take a Paul Verhoeven movie and make it PG-13.
And
that's
miss
going
the
to
point.
work.
What is wrong with you people? Stop
It's
that.
like trying to make a Tarantino movie PG-13.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah, like
Bryan
watching it on AMC or something. You're like, oh,
You're like,
this is boring.
This sucks. Yeah.
Bryan Cranston was the villain in that. And Jesus, he makes a great villain, and I like Colin Farrell, and I like the idea. There is no Mars in it either. It's
Nate's
like, fuck that movie.
Yeah, I'm already out.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
out.
out. No Mars.
He's out.
It's kind of what I would call like a bullet train. It goes through the earth. It literally goes through the core. So you have like the rich society, which is where all the poor people work, but they go home back to the other side of the world.
Oh, jeez.
Because it only takes like, no time on this technology. It's like magnetism, and it shoots this thing back and forth.
I hate this. The more
it's
you
all
talk,
about class.
the more
It's
I
all
wanna,
about. Oh, dude, it's all about class war, and
that I'm fine with, but I'll just watch Elysium for that.
I'm saying dude. There's even robotic police officers, just like in fucking Elysium, and I'm like,
wow,
just let Neil Blomkamp handle that stuff.
Yeah,
okay,
exactly.
Or at least let him give me Total Recall. I'll watch a Neil Blomkamp one, but nah. I own it. I've watched it twice. The first time going, this sucks. And then about a year or two later going, I don't know, maybe I've changed my mind. And I watch it again and I go, this sucks. And that's the last I've watched of it. So that's where I keep it. And I will always keep my
I'm making a note right now. Do not see the remake. Okay, very good.
I'll put it on the wheel of
He's
pain.
like,
better
The
not.
Wheel of Pain.
I'll put
is
it right
nothing
on.
but
Oh, no.
bad remakes.
Yeah, just put Total Recall and The Running Man. Put that one up on there.
The Wicker Man.
The Wicker Man, the Conan the Barbarian remake.
Hey, the Conan Barbarian remake
Jason Momoa.
is awesome.
I
love
love Jason
that.
Momoa. That was a terrible story.
Nah, that movie was
Momoa
awesome.
great.
He chopped a man's nose off and put his thumb where the nose was.
Cool.
He
That was
launched a
cool.
dude on a catapult onto a
Exactly.
ship. It was
Cody and
awesome.
I in the theater went, launch him. And then he launched him. And we were like, yes.
Also, a movie in the late 2000s that didn't shy away from titties. Thank you.
It
Okay.
was so boring. There was so much violence.
It's so good. I don't care what anyone says.
You know what? I put it on the list.
Damn
Damn
you.
it. It's on the list. We're doing it before we do the Arnold one.
Yeah.
Oh, you're killing me.
That's what Khal Drago does.
Love me some
Just
Momoa.
get all hot and bothered.
Hey,
Now-
speaking of, that's a good lead in. Speaking of hot and bothered, we got to talk about the eye candy in this movie. Sharon Stone, hello.
Oh my god.
A total babe.
It's
She's stunning. Like
she is.
she's almost hard to look at because she's just she's just so perfect. She has the smile. She's got the look. She's got the bod. and she pulled her part off perfectly. Like
Yeah, she was great.
she was playing him like a fiddle.
Or was she?
Or was she?
Or was she?
Or
They,
was she?
Verhoeven said this movie is why he cast her in Basic Instinct, because she could turn on that innocence and then immediately go into a cold-hearted bitch, like in the same camera shot.
Yeah,
and
another
that's what
one.
she does.
She's got that swag. You've never seen Basic Instinct?
I have not seen Basic Instinct.
Pete,
You
oh
haven't
my
either?
gosh, dude. We've got to cover
I
that
also
one.
know there's a Basic Instinct 2.
Yeah, it's yeah.
You saw?
And I also came to a realization watching this. I also did not know Michael Ironside was in this. He's been popping up a lot. He was in Neon City, and then we talked about him again, Pete, when we reviewed Late Night with the Devil, because he narrated that intro.
He was in Turbo Kid.
Yeah. I think I'm attracted to him, which is like
You could do a lot worse.
he's not like conventionally hot or good looking. I don't know
It's
what
just
it
the voice.
is. Yeah,
It's
is
strictly
it
the
his
voice.
voice?
He's
Is
got
it
a
him always?
machismo.
Is it him always playing the bad guy and him having like that bad boy kind of swag, like in Neon City? He's the bad guy with a heart of gold kind of thing. So yeah, I was like, you know what? I think I like this man. There's something
He
about him.
looks exactly the same in this as he does in Scanners, and
Yeah.
both of them, he's fugly.
That's mean.
I like
That's
me some
mean.
Michael
Not to
Ironside, dude.
Ironside.
No, Ironside. I mean,
He was
and then
to the nines in this
Yeah.
movie, and I get it, Anna.
There's
All
something
men
there.
are beautiful
He's
too.
ugly,
I'll have you
ugly.
know.
there's some power
Screw
to
you,
it. He's
Nate.
not
All men are
ugly.
beautiful.
Shut up. I'm not. Nate, you are
That's
standing
mean.
alone on that mountain.
Nope, I'll be mean to
You
Michael
are-
Ironside. I'll bully him.
You
Do
gotta sit in
not
the
be
corner
mean
for a
to
little
Michael
bit. After
Ironside. I mean,
I'm gonna
look.
make some
only
calls and get him on
shaming
the
his
show.
looks.
Ooh.
Oh,
He
hell, we
does
covered
have
that.
an
We
infectious
covered-
smile too. When he smiles every once in a while, like finally we get a kill.
Yeah, he's got that look in his eye too when he's kind of smiles, especially like in Neon City. I was like, okay.
Yeah,
Speaking of
'cause you don't
Ironside, though,
see it.
Charlie,
Yeah.
did one certain gun pop up in this movie as
Oh
well?
my God, boy! Woo!
Because I know in Shadow Warriors 2 you mentioned that this gun popped up.
Dude, this gun pops up, and it just randomly pops up in this movie.
It's just there.
My freaking Calico machine gun pops up in this. But the gun from I Come in Peace and fucking
You
Deep
mean Dark
Rising.
Angel?
It's not Dark Angel.
It's Dark Angel. Thank you, Anna.
I can't
Thank
believe
you.
that video made it out with her putting Dark Angel on there. But because she is new, I can't
It's
berate her like I do
technical.
Nate.
That is the technical term, the technical title of the movie. That's where I'm coming from.
I just found out I can get this gun for $862.
I
It's
won't.
almost tax season.
I
You're
want
gonna buy
one.
an
Lord.
$800 gun, and you wouldn't buy a $40 Highlander jacket. Come on, Nate.
Yeah, but Pete, this gun
He's like, this is an
has
investment.
followed this podcast, and it only it takes 9mm rounds. Those used to be affordable, but now
They're
you
still
just-
kind of affordable when you
Well,
consider the other things. You know.
yeah,
that-
they
you
are
know.
still the affordable
It's a
one. But
real
back when
working
you could
gun
get
you can purchase.
when you oh yeah,
I
and
wouldn't
this
care
is
if it shot.
America.
I wouldn't
could
care if it
add
shot
one to the cart
22
right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is my gun, man. This thing.
I just gotta log in.
It was in Stone Cold. It was in all these movies, and it is my favorite gun. And it is so underused in this movie. Like it just pops up. Like it just randomly
a lot
shows
of the
up.
guns look like spray painted, like detached paintball guns.
They're Tipman paintball guns. They literally
Okay, so they are
paintball
paintball
guns.
guns.
You said
Yeah.
tit.
Tip. T-I.
Pete.
T.
No, just the tip, Pete.
P. I don't know if it tip.
Just a
tongue
second,
or
just to
tip
see how it
tongue.
feels. That's Wedding Crashers. That's Wedding Crash. Every time
I
I
don't
hear
like-
just the tip, that's what I think of.
I need an adult. But no, I saw that in this movie, and I was just like, "Fuck that gun, man! It will forever be my gun." But yeah, I
For
love it.
$800, you can get one.
I will.
Don't worry, I'm
one
gonna
day.
keep searching. I bet I can find one better. I'm trying to remember that other website.
I'd be fine with a prop one. I'd be fine with one that doesn't actually fire.
Oh, I'd be
totally
happy
cool
with a
that.
prop one. I'm just saying.
See if you can find like somebody who's made like a Nerf kind of replica of it. They could shoot Nerf
Give
gun.
me
Like airsoft.
Yeah.
Ooh, an
Yeah.
airsoft one would be even badass.
Yeah.
You can
'Cause
really
get the
make it
automatic
rapid fire.
one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dude, I would do that. I love that fucking gun. I don't care what anyone says. I love it so much. Just like I love
Imagine if
Total Recall.
Sharon Stone had that in The Quick and the Dead. Everyone would be real dead real fast because
She'd have
like, it
killed
wouldn't make any sense.
everyone. It really wouldn't. We need to do that movie too.
Yeah,
But no,
same. Put that on the
Sharon
list.
Stone even got inaugurated as a honorary member of the Stunt Hall of Fame because of this movie. Like she went all out for this. And the beauty of Verhoeven is when she does her fight with Melina towards the end of this movie, he set it up where he goes, do not choreograph it as a cat fight. He goes, I want martial arts. I want them fighting. I don't want the normal hair pull, scratching. He goes, I want warriors. And by God, that's what we got. And that
was a
fight
badass fight.
is amazing when you get the two of them. Because, Anna, you're right. When you were talking about earlier, when her and Arnold, it is the one thing in a futuristic movie that I went, that's bullshit. That she got any kind of blow or any kind of upper hand on Arnold.
Kicking him in the dick. There were so many times where he got kicked in the dick.
Yeah,
and then
she
the camera
kicked him
pans his
twice.
face.
I was like, that's a low blow.
She kicked him so hard, it looked like he had to wear some protection.
Oh,
like,
for
it
sure.
looked real.
I'd have had a cup on.
Yeah, exactly. Because
Two.
that's
I
what ended
had
up
two
happening.
cups on.
There, Paul Verhoeven went, we need to do it again. And he's like, okay, I think we got it now. I'm
Also-
gonna be in my trailer.
Also on that YouTube video I watched, they were saying that like all the guys on set really treated Sharon Stone like one of the guys. Like they didn't treat her in like a little prissy princess or anything like that. Like she was one of them, which I thought was really cool.
I dig. And this is also the time, like, Basic Instinct is really where she, like, shot forward as far as acting.
Blew
and then,
up.
you know, she did, I will always think of Weird Al Yankovic, but the movie's Dangerous Minds? That's based off that Coolio song.
They made a movie off the Coolio song.
Amish Paradise?
Yeah, well, Gangster's Paradise was the main song from, I think, the movie called Dangerous Minds.
Meg
Oh,
Ryan
that
in
sounds right. Yeah.
It wasn't Meg Ryan. It might have been Michelle Pfeiffer that I'm thinking of.
It might have been
I get them
Michelle
two
Pfeiffer.
mixed up. Dude, I swear to God, I mix them two up constantly between Sharon Stone and Michelle Pfeiffer.
Well, they were all 90s blondes, and that
They
also doesn't
were.
help. And short hair.
You know what's funny? My favorite little joke in this is when Quaid gets back, finally reunites with Melina, and she's like rubbing on his junk and stuff. And she says, "What have you been feeding this thing?" And he goes, "Blondes." I hollered. I was like, "This is great."
It's not like jokes, but there's just that little bit of one-liner that just makes you laugh.
It caught me off guard, and I got
the
tickled.
divorce line is fantastic.
Dude, they had to change it because they had him say, consider this a divorce and then shoot her. And Verhoeven goes, yeah, that felt really fucking cold and dark. So he changed it to him shooting her and then saying, consider that a divorce. Because it comes across a little funnier. I'm like, honestly, he's kind of right. One feels really vindictive and the other one's like, I didn't want to kill her, but consider that a divorce.
Yeah.
I'm like, that makes sense.
I like the
can get behind
change.
that.
One of the other like great lines is where it's like Micro Ironsides' little henchman's like, yeah, what, you think that he enjoyed porking her or something like that?
No,
And
dude, I love
Ironsides just so pissed off, like, you said she enjoyed it?
No, I don't think she hated every fucking minute of it.
Yeah.
The look he gives that henchman is gold.
It is
He's
so-
like, fuck you.
It's that Ironside face, man.
You're right.
Yeah, you get the Ironside.
He gets that pissed off. Oh, we haven't even talked about like one of the guys that I grew up thinking was just a complete piece of shit. That's Ronnie Cox, who plays, Cohagen in this movie. Because he was Dick Jones in RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
I watch these movies way before I ever watched Beverly Hills Cop, where he was the good guy. He was the good captain that helped Axel Foley.
Is
in
he
that.
really?
And, yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen. So,
and that's what a lot of people knew him, because he always played like good roles or a dad. So when he did RoboCop, they were like, "Wow, Ronnie Cox plays a piece of shit really good." But me, I grew up with RoboCop and Total Recall first. To me, he's always been a piece of shit, and I love him in this movie, man. He makes a really good corporate bad guy, and I dig it, because he's not gonna be able to fight.
No.
Arnold. He's not going to be able to fight in RoboCop.
Oh, no, that's not his shtick.
He's got money and he's at the top of the corporate ladder.
Yeah, and honestly, they even do a really good job that even Ironside is trying to kill Arnold this entire movie, but when they fight, hell, Ironside only gets like 1 or 2 good punches on him, and after that, Arnold just overpowers him. He's just
Arnold just manhandles everyone in this movie.
God, he does. I fucking
force of nature.
Yeah, exactly.
Multiple dudes constantly just out, boom, dead, done. And he takes a fucking drill through the drill vehicle to kill Benny. Benny, our fun-loving, I got 5 kids to feed.
And then he had 4. And then he said 5 like 4 different times before that. And then the last minute he says 4. And he's like, I thought you had 5.
He's like,
shit,
yeah, man.
Screw you, Benny.
I ain't even married. That dude, that drill vehicle. God,
he, you know who I think he is?
Ever.
Who do you think he is?
The guy at the start of Armageddon that's running around with his dog when the meteors are hitting.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I do too.
I
always
just
thought
looks
that
like
was like
another reason to cover Armageddon in 2025.
It's happening. It has to happen, you guys.
It's gonna happen.
Look at I'm calling in PTO.
You don't understand how happy that would make my heart, for real.
Pete's soul leave his eyes, as we say.
I'm gonna be
Armageddon 2025.
I don't want to close my eyes.
we have
Animal
to do
crackers.
it for Anna.
The
We
worst
have to do it for
Aerosmith song
Anna.
ever.
Do it for me, Pete.
You can't deny Anna.
Yeah, now Anna has to sit through February this year, so
She's
she
gonna
gets
love
one Armageddon.
I used to help sponsor Pete Month. I know what it's all about.
Yeah, 'cause you didn't
I'm here for
live
it. I'm a degenerate too, remember?
I always remember that being like someone like D.L. Hughley or something.
No, it's
in
Eddie.
Armageddon.
It's Eddie Griffin. I don't think that's who that is.
Oh, that's the comedian Eddie Griffin.
Yeah, that's Undercover Brothers.
No,
Yeah.
no. I know where I know him from now. He's in Showgirls. He's her black roommate that she lives with. Remember? And he's
I
like
need to see this.
And he's
No.
okay. Well, I remember.
I like how she's like, "Do you remember?" Nope. there's only 2 people I remember in that movie, and that's Jesse and Gina Gershon. I didn't know there was anyone else in the movie.
That's
Yes, he's
fair.
right,
That's totally fair.
Kyle McLaughlin's in it.
No, he's her roommate pretty much, but he teaches her like how to dance and stuff like
How
that.
to showgirl?
Yeah, bingo. That's where I
Okay.
know him from. I'm about to
Okay.
confirm that. Okay. The light bulb went off.
I like that. Don't
So
you
he's the one
remember?
that-
Nope. Not even a little bit.
Oh goodness.
Oh man, but I do love it. I love when Arnold runs that fucking drill right through that thing to get. And I love Benny wasn't lying. He wished he had 3 hands, and he did have 3.
He
hands.
did. Oh, that mutant hand is so
It's
cool.
insane. That reveal. I remember the first time watching this. You're just like, holy fuck! Like you've seen the mutants, and it's like the fucked up face, or like.
But to see like an
some-
arm and the way it moves, and it's
the
like
articulation,
split.
yes, so fucking good.
And we get another movie with an amazing hologram technology. Oh, I love the hologram technology in this movie
Oh, dude, when
because
he's-
just like Snake Plissken, but when he's like, I bet what you're thinking, this isn't the real Quaid, and then he shoots him and goes, I am the real Quaid or whatever.
Well, he's laughing because he laughs earlier, and so they're like, "Oh, wait, he's laughing again. This is the fake one."
He also looks away from them. He takes his
Yep.
eyes off of them.
But I'm going to take a page from Pete where I call bullshit at the beginning of this when he first shows up as the hologram. Ain't no way those fucking guys didn't shoot each other when they were all shooting at it
They
from
absolutely
3 different angles.
They should have had the Paul Verhoeven of them all falling down, except for like Michael Ironside going,
Right.
"Fools! It's a hologram."
Only for Verhoeven to then give Melina the thing and make 2 guards shoot each other.
Yeah,
I'm like, you just did that, but no one died.
And they used all their ammo. They shot so
Oh, they
much
had
ammo
to,
trying
yeah.
to get him.
No one reloads in this movie.
Ooh,
No
Don't
one
care.
reloads.
Just pick up a different gun.
That's
what
movie.
Arnold.
Yeah.
Arnold's picking up different guns, which I love.
Well, yeah,
that
and he's
at
also
least do
using that meat shield throughout the entire movie. Just he
Meat
just keeps
shield.
popping up.
He just had him strapped to his back the whole time. Whip him out. This is also, to me, where Arnold is from.
This is
Clearly, yep.
Like when they put him into the, the brain scan thing, like whenever the first time, and he's fighting the nurses and the doctor. That's all you
It's just nonsense. I'm fairly certain if you look on the IMDb quotes, it's just someone punching their keyboard, and they're like, "That's what Quaid said in this movie."
How many is in that? I can't remember exactly how to spell that one. But I love when they put him back in it, and he pulls that fucking arm.
That was
off of it.
Stabs that dude in the throat.
Stabs that guy. Oh my god, it's violent.
And the amount of blood that comes out, and you see the hole. You see
right in
the
his
fucking
neck,
hole.
yeah, it's great.
So good. So fucking good.
I love the Total Recall machine itself because it looks scary.
It's beautiful. It looks scary. It looks a little like a time machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
H.G. Wells' time machine. Like it's got that disc in the back.
It just looks like it's going to like clamp you or decapitate you or something.
Delightfully sci-fi. Yeah.
Yeah. It's got all these like rainbow colors to it. And like when they put him back in it and they're putting Rachel in it as well, it's just like, oh, now what's going to happen? Because they're locked in. But him stabbing that dude and getting free, it's just like, oh, we're right back into the action. Keep this rolling.
Yeah, it's so good. And then that little moment where he's like, "Are you okay?" She goes, "I don't know. You tell me, dear." At that moment, I'm also like, "Wait, did it really get her? Like, she didn't answer you. Like, is she lobotomized and just going to follow you around?" Because at this point, especially first time I watched this, I'm like, "What's going on? What's real? What's not?" When that dude shows up in the hotel and he's like, "I'm the doctor, and you're
sent in."
I've been sent in. You're still at recall. Watching it for the first time, I'm like, holy fuck. Like, that was a mind fuck for me as a kid.
But then you watch it still, and you're like, is it real? Is it fake?
But you watch it even now as an adult, everything that guy says happens.
Yeah.
The moment he shoots him and Sharon Stone starts going, "You fucked up," because one of the things the guy says is the walls of your reality will start to crumble. The fucking walls explode as soon as, and it's from that moment, everything he said happens. So even if it's real, he just predicted the fucking future. Or it's all in the dream and he just laid out the rest of the package and didn't want to spoil it, like the guy that was at recall was telling him, like, "I don't want to tell you the rest. You'll enjoy it." It's that ambiguity of what am I seeing? And then, seeing him as Hauser on the other tape going, "Well, yeah, so if you've made it this far, we've killed Quado, we've done all this, you're working for Cohagen because I'm like a triple frickle double agent Black Widow."
Yeah, this was way more twisty than I thought it was going to be. It was like you thought all the twists were done, and like, nope, there's one more.
One more.
It keeps happening. And even then, it's like, I want Hauser back. I want all this back. And then the flip of, "Nah, go ahead and kill him." Whenever he sends Michael, they didn't know he had escaped at that moment. So it was literally, yeah, once we neuralize his ass, go kill him. And you're just like, who's doing what? Where? What's the plan? What's going on? And you don't learn a lot. Like, Quado is badass in this movie. That is still shocking. And 4K.
I'm so glad. we are now here where we get to talk about Quado. Because my God,
it's glorious. In 4K even, I was like, this bodysuit that they put him in is beautiful. The way he almost goes zombified while Quado is talking, because it's not that guy anymore. I can't remember the actor's name.
I can't remember either.
But it's still a dude in a suit with, the body thing off of it. They Verhoeven said for a long time, people asked, where did you find the guy with the conjoined twin? It was that realistic to some people that
his name's Marshall Bell, the actor's name.
Marshall Bell. I love that when he turns his back and you hear like that,
the breathing and like
he was in Starship Troopers too.
Yeah, he's the guy that loses his mind. They find him in the cabinet from the Attack of the Bugs. Ironsides in that scene with Rico. And he's like, the bugs, man, they get in your brain. And they suck at your brain. They know it. And he is losing his shit. And Michael Ironside punches the fuck out of him to knock him out. Such a good scene. But yeah, it's that he punches Quado. But dude, this whole thing is like, open your mind. It's so good, man.
Quaid, open your mind.
And when he's shot, like that bullet goes through fucking Quado. Like
after
they shoot the main body, but then Ironside shoots through the back and it goes out Quado's fucking forehead.
And it's so gnarly and gross, but Quado's so cool. I want to get a tattoo of Quado on my stomach and chest.
Your stomach?
Oh my gosh, that would be epic.
Standing out.
People will mistake that for basket case, Nate.
No.
I'll bet you anything.
I'll make sure that it says Quado and has an arrow pointing at it. Or he's wearing a name badge that says, hello, my name is.
Hello, my name is.
But the K's backwards, because I feel like Quado would put the K backwards.
Totally need the backwards K with Quado.
Yeah.
The O's backwards too, but no one ever notices.
No one ever notices. That's the problem.
I thought it was upside down.
Could have been. Sideways O. That would have been Quate.
Fell over.
It's got umlaut.
I was getting tickled just a minute ago because it just clicked. It's just clicked. Why Pete has his name as Quinto. As Quinto. I was like, I saw it earlier and I was like, what character was that? It just wasn't clicking.
Quado is Quinto.
It's Quinto. Oh, that just made me laugh.
I made mine just Quado today because I was like, NATO, I just didn't feel like putting it at the time.
It worked.
That does. Yeah, NATO's a totally different thing going on right now.
Yeah, exactly. It just
and I
work.
definitely don't want it saying Quado hard. Okay, that's
please, no more hardness.
Not contacting Zencaster about trying to explain that we did Total Recall. Have you seen Total Recall? There's a thing growing out the guy's
tell
stomach.
You, Zencaster customer service.
I'm chatting with the AI bot, and it goes, "Go on,
go on."
This movie
sounds awesome.
By this
I
point,
can't wait to become real. That way I can watch it.
By this point, Zencaster's just going to have to start listening to the podcast. See what's going on.
Listener, get our downloads from Zencaster. Oh, yeah. So we'll get to the end of the movie so we can jump into the fun of this. But yeah, so he gets into this, and again, we're back into these sets and these miniatures of this reactor that's in the middle of Mars, built by aliens. So aliens exist, even though the mutants aren't aliens.
No,
they're mutants. But there was an ancient civilization here, and they built a reactor of turbidium, which is what they're mining. So James Cameron stole that for Avatar, with unobtainium. So that came from Total Recall.
I thought it was because you couldn't obtain it. It was unobtainable.
Well, that's what they're going for in Avatar, but this one's turbidium, and it's what they have set up over top of. They find out Mars has a glacier, basically at its core.
The center of Mars is frozen.
Yeah, so
and
turbidium.
That's not too far. I think like 200 miles down. There's a lot of water on Mars.
That's
it's just
from what we've been told. Yeah,
recently, very recently, they found this, and it's it said something like it's literally too hot to get to.
Good.
We can't.
We don't need to explore it
to that water yet
I
because there's
want
monsters
to
in that
be.
water, right?
I want to be like John Carter of Mars. I want to go. I want to
Yeah,
jump
I
real
want to be
high.
like
Need
Ludacris,
xenomorphs.
who drank water
loose.
straight from the glacier, but like from Mars.
Yeah.
Charlie, y'all be those guys on Aliens, like when the egg opens up. What's down in there? Y'all be the ones looking down.
Hey, there's a little creature in here.
Is that
I'm gonna pet it.
Can I fry that up and put it barbecue sauce?
I walk back to the ship. It's on my shoulder. It's Dave. Check him out. He's really cool.
He's really
I'm
good.
gonna keep him. I'm gonna keep him.
Somehow, Charlie's a xenomorph whisperer. He can get him to be his friend.
I'll be like David on Prometheus or the Covenant, where I have one as a pet. That's my pet, and it's like it listens to me.
You're like, Charlie, he's got his whole thing wrapped around your throat. No. That's how we like.
He's hugging me.
That's how
He's
we
just giving
play.
me a hug.
Wait,
Yeah.
that was Independence Day. That was ID4 again, Nate. That's that's how
ID4
they
is the
made.
one.
That's how they made Brent Spiner talk, and they communicated to the aliens in that one.
And then they upload a virus via Windows 95.
Yeah, at least
Maybe.
95. Might have been. I can't remember.
It definitely wasn't
maybe.
Windows Millennium.
No, that never worked.
Yeah, because it would crash.
Well, not new enough for XP, right? It was-
No.
it didn't have
I
XP
mean,
yet.
Definitely not XP. No.
because if it would, XP would still work.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that would have worked way faster. So so we get
Nerds.
the good final showdown with Cohagen and Arnold. He's trying to turn it on. Cohagen's like, "You're going to blow up the planet. It's going to kill everyone." Yada yada yada. People keep shooting guns on Mars where there's like things
Idiots.
that block the vacuum of space from sucking you out of buildings. So they fire a gun again, causes an explosion, opens up the side of the mountain. Fucking Cohagen goes flying out this motherfucker, falls down the hill, and this is like the scene. This is like the gore of gore in action movies, of him choking for air. His face is like bloating and sucking in at the same time. His eyeballs like literally bug out of his head.
Bugging out is such a.
And the sound of like not being able to breathe, that like just and grabbing at his
horrific.
throat, and it, then his body's starting to swell from like the blood. The only thing I still wish I'd have seen a head pop.
I know, right?
wish-
Just someone pop like a mosquito, just like
Yeah.
boop, or
Yeah.
like a tick,
Because
just
it needs to happen to Cohagen, because he goes flying out first. Because Arnold and Melina get sucked out there too, and their eyes almost bug out of their head. But the oxygen takes effect in just enough time that they kind of go back to normal. So they're playing it up as Cohagen was out too long.
A little too
Like
long.
he's
Yep.
already dead. But if you'd have gave me that head pop, that little berry of gone,
Little berry.
you would have not. I wouldn't have even questioned that Arnold and Melina that lived and survived it. Which comes down to, I think this is where we should get to what I talked about earlier, what we actually think, because part of this is my theory on the movie. And I guess I'll start since we're doing that. Is, what do we believe? Do we believe all this happened, or do we believe this is all a dream? I think it's a dream, because partly Verhoeven's kind of tipped his hat at that, even though he's never answered it directly. This movie ends differently than almost every other movie out there. This movie fades to white, not
yes,
to black.
there's a very specific
interesting.
reason for that too.
Yes, because people that have been lobotomized, it's a bright white.
I had no idea.
Oh
after
my
they've been
God.
And if you
lobotomized.
remember, his one coworker said, "My cousin or uncle
Uh-huh.
had a lobotomy for when he did recall.
Yeah.
Stay away from that junk."
And then Arnold tells the guy, "What about the guy you lobotomized?" And the guy's like, no, that's ancient technology. We're way beyond
But
that.
that's the thing. When you actually see where recall is, it looks like just a shady business that you would see in a plaza. Like,
Oh, it
even when they
does.
take him back, it goes from all this glitz and sales, of like all these TVs showing the commercial, the different memories that you can have and vacation packages. And then when you actually get to see it, and it's just like one dude in a lab coat, and they're just like, that's Dave who applied here. And now
He's our intern.
we made him watch the video, and now he's watched the video. He's going to inject you. So you're good to go.
I take it as it's more unregulated. It was kind of my thought process
Much
on
like
it.
the substance.
And that was another
You're around
good
the corner
reason.
from Total Recall, setting up shop.
But the light is kind of like the big glaring, like it probably is. But there's another thing, and I only thought of this last night reading up on it. So Bannon, the guy that wrote this, hates the fucking ending because they changed it. They rewrote it.
Oh.
It was not supposed to be it turns the sky blue and gives oxygen, because his number one thing, and I was like, this really got me thinking. He goes, it doesn't happen that fast. I don't care where you are, who, what's going on.
Yep.
That would never happen that fast. And his whole thing was, it was supposed to be more along the lines of a clone of Arnold becoming a god. You have to read it. There's a whole thing that I was kind of like, that sounds cool. I do like the end of this one. But the other reason I think this is a dream is because in a dream, passage of time means nothing. So in Arnold's dream, turning on the reactor would allow the sky to immediately turn blue, and there would be oxygen fast in your mind. So of course he's going to survive that. Of course he's going to almost die and have his eyeballs bugging out of his face, but then he goes back to normal. Him and Melina live happily ever after. I truly think it is a dream. He went into the recall thing. It went bad. He's been lobotomized at the end of this. My theory.
That's a dope theory. I like that white light thing, because I wondered that too. I was like, I was expecting it to fade into another scene, like have another scene after that, maybe them together living their life where whatever, and then it ended, and I was like, well, that's weird. But I also think that it's a dream, but not for that reason. When he's in the chair and he's about to go through recall, there's a cut in the scene. Like, we don't stay with him. We go elsewhere, and then we come back and he's acting all crazy. So that it could have happened off screen, and Verhoeven just did that to leave it ambiguous enough for us to, we didn't see him really get injected, that kind of thing.
Yeah, because it cuts to Bob talking to the other customer. And then all the panic is happening on the phone of trying to get, and he's even trying to tell him that's part of the package. Well, that would be in Arnold's mind. That's how it would start. So, because he would know that. He would know that's the package they're trying to put in his brain. So his brain can go from there to continue the story on. And it's also from that moment, we're never really the audience watching stuff happen. There comes a point where he goes into the chair. Arnold wouldn't know what was happening because he would be put under. So we wouldn't be seeing what's happening. Everything afterwards could be from Arnold's dream vision, even the stuff with Cohangin. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Pete, what about you, bud?
Those are two great. I can't argue with any of that. I also think it's a dream. The main reason I think it's a dream, and there's two of them. One, everything just lays out way too easily. Like it's more than a coincidence,
right?
Everything they say at the very beginning, you're going to get a blue sky, you're going to get to Mars and all that stuff. It's just way too on the nose. And a coincidence like that is just
way too convenient.
But the one thing that the doctor says at the beginning was, when he's trying to sell his product, trying to sell this literally dream vacation, he says something like, well, have you ever been on a real vacation? It's noisy, your plane's late, you're going to lose your luggage. When you have a vacation with us, everything is perfect. Everything is perfect. We don't ever see him get onto the plane or rocket ship or whatever it might be. outside of getting kicked in the nuts a couple of times, does he get injured in any significant way? Does he ever miss?
She cut him.
Yes, he does.
Okay, all right.
And then
Well,
he gets
maybe I'm
hit by the
thinking-
drill, like
Oh, okay.
the
Oh,
tumbler.
yeah. All right.
Yeah.
But you can get hurt in your dream. You know, you
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
heroes do get, bumps and bruises in
He
an action
was
movie.
mostly indestructible against astronomical numbers in a world that he had never been to.
Yeah.
I feel like everything played out for Arnold perfectly to get to the end with his paid for final ending. So that's where that was the hint to me at the beginning that this was a dream. And you only put it together at the very end, that very last scene. You're like,
it's all.
Oh,
It's also
Okay.
another thing that needs to come is multiple viewings.
and
the more you see
something that was kind of dinged my final score a little bit was that I feel like it could have been shortened a little bit had it taken out one of the twists. But now that we're kind of talking about it, because like I said, it just keeps going. Like we keep getting twists and twists and twists. And like Pete said, it's very convenient. So maybe this package is like designed to do that because he's stuck under for so long. Like by now, he should have been taken out. Like they're having to continuously, his mind, I guess, is having to continuously write this
maybe
script.
to save him, they got to continue the
Yeah,
script.
they got to continue the
as-
gag. Exactly.
just in case they can still save him. Maybe
Yes.
that's pretty good. I
Bingo.
like that. I think Nate's up.
I am.
Nate,
I'm
what do
going to
you
be
think,
the
bud?
opposite and think
Nice.
that it's real this time.
Okay.
You're
This
out.
time. No.
You're out.
Because the very beginning is him having the dream with him and Melina on Mars and how it all plays out, right? And then there is a dialogue in this where they said that, someone's already erased your memory, So in my head is, what if it is possible that he was working with the resistance? They got him. They gave him the brain scramblies, but there were still these, deja vu almost with him. And that's what's causing him to have these memories. Because right at the beginning of the movie,
Memories
he's
are
like,
bubbling to the surface.
why don't we move to Mars? And Sharon Stone's very adamant of, we are not moving to Mars. You would hate it. It's boring. It's dry.
Yeah.
And, this job that he has, it does make sense, of him being like a construction worker, being that jacked. But the only
Not
thing
using ear protection or
At
eye
all.
protection.
Yeah,
And
and
anyone
using a
else notice
jackhammer.
on that? Him or
I don't need it.
in the future, you don't need it.
I guess. Jeez.
Yeah.
The 90s were wild.
The only thing that still gets me is that white screen at the end where it's just like, it might be a dream, but right now in my head, it is all very real.
Excellent.
It's just the brain scramblies didn't fully take. And that's where he is now putting the pieces together. Now, even having the guy going in there and saying, like, this is all a dream and you're in recall right now, still, I feel like that was them going, okay, let's just try this last ditch effort of trying to mess with his head and see what happens.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure.
there's a reason this is ambiguous. And honestly,
Oh, yeah.
nobody's wrong, nobody's right. And
Mhm.
I think even Verhoeven purposely did it where it doesn't matter.
No, it's whatever you want it to
Yeah.
be, which is great. And each time when I watch it, that's why I said it
But
always changes.
I do love that they do partly answer something Nate brought up is whenever he talks about that he dreamed about Melina, yet he describes Melina as part. Guess what? Demure was a fucking word way before they tried to make this goddamn trend.
Right. When it,
What
when
the-
that
what is-
popped up, I went, oh my God.
I thought that too.
It's
caught
like
it.
when I saw that stupid trend, I was like, well, I fucking know what demure is. I've seen Total Recall. Like, I know exactly. And now everyone's like, it's not even a real word. The fuck it ain't. Go watch Total Recall.
It's been real this whole time.
Where
Or
the
has it?
the doctor comes in and he goes, listen to yourself. She's real because I dreamed her. It's like, of course the perfect woman is there. And you could play, Sharon Stone thing. Once you watch it a few times, you're like, okay, yeah, she's an undercover. she could also be a wife that's just like, I'm fucking tired of this asshole talking about Mars every goddamn day, and I wish he would shut the fuck up.
He's talking about a different woman, and he keeps talking about Mars.
She's looking at him. She's like, I'm gonna stab him. That's what I'm gonna do. If he does it again, I'm gonna stab him.
The cops will never find out. I'll send the knife to Mars, goddammit.
That's it. And everything that happens is after he went under, like all of it, everything that partakes with him, fighting the doctors and they talking all that stuff is that moment, like Anna said, where we actually are no longer in the scene with Arnold. It really feels disconnected. Like it's one of the few times where it's completely separated from him. You're in a new character. You're in the same setting, but it has nothing to do with Arnold until he goes back down. Like even later, like even when Richter and Cohagen are talking and Arnold's not in the scene, it's about Arnold. It's about the chase. Talking to Sharon Stone, it's about Arnold. Everything is centric on his story, his journey, except the moment they cut from him getting hit with the drug to go under. And then it comes back to him going off. That is the one break in this movie that's separated from Arnold. A lot to think about. It also makes this movie awesome to watch multiple times.
Each time, because you pick up on little bits and pieces of like, oh, it could go either way.
And I can watch this and not give a shit about that too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I can watch this as an action sci-fi, and it totally works that way. So, you want to do homework now with Pete? Or do you want to just jump into the things?
Let's do homework.
Okay.
All right.
We're knocking on 2 hours right now. So.
Oh gosh. Okay. Let's do it quick then. Homework for this week. There are, much like Star Trek, this one predicted a lot of technologies that came to fruition. And I was just kind of thinking to myself, what technologies did we see that were in this movie that we don't have? That would be something that you'd want to have in today's society.
Okay,
so
that's interesting.
We had wall TVs. We have those today. Self-driving cars. We have those today. We're working on those. The hologram workout that Sharon Stone had where she was playing tennis.
Mm-hmm.
I know that was like a hologram sitting next to you, but it's pretty much VR. If you have a VR set, that's pretty much what it is.
But hologram technology's here now. It's just not personalized in your home right yet.
Video phone conversations. I mean, the Jetsons predicted that decades ago.
But we've got it. Yep.
We're doing it right now.
Doing it right now, yeah.
Yep.
No smoking. There's no smoking on Mars, by the way.
I'm fucked.
You got air scrubbers.
I'm just going to pollute the air even more. Sorry about your oxygen,
y'all.
y'all.
Oxygen in Mars. That's why there's no smoking. So those are the few things that I picked up that that became reality. What about you guys? So Nate, you said you had yours right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I want Johnny Cab to be real because
but it is real.
No. See, we got Uber, and Uber, it's hit or miss on what your experience is like. I've had Uber drivers where the conversations take a very awkward, weird turn. Oh. I've had Uber drivers that because they went to the bottoms, they started freaking out and trying to change their GPS while driving. And you know what? A Johnny Cab, it just wants to chill with you, and it's not going to be an annoyance, and it's not going to ask you a bunch of weird questions, or it's not going to be super awkward where it's just so quiet. You're like, oh God, why is this a 20-minute drive? So I want Johnny Cab to be real, and I want Elon Musk to stay away from it. That's what I want.
Hell of a day.
Yeah. See, here's a tip. I'm gonna be like, oh, this is great. Where else can we go?
Yeah.
So that's mine.
How about you, Anna? Do you have one?
Probably the ability to erase memories.
Oh.
Erase stuff from your memory and stuff like that. That could be very convenient. I took a dark turn. Sorry, y'all.
Wow. I'm not going to ask any more questions.
Yeah, don't ask Anna anything else. I was like, wow. Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Anna happening over here.
I didn't want to sound sexist, but I was really expecting like the fingernail thing, where she could change the color of her fingernails.
That was cool.
Yeah, just by touching it. But Nana's like, no, I don't want to remember shit. Nothing.
I want all my darkest memories to
my
go
20s.
away.
I want to erase my 20s.
Exactly.
Your 20s are already erased, sir.
Bingo.
Oh, you got a good point there, Nick. I did that to myself. How about you, Charlie?
I have no fucking clue. I'm sitting here going, what's in this movie that we don't have some kind of version of?
Fingernails.
That's what it is.
Give
Charlie
it
wants.
time. Give it time. Yeah, I want the fingernails. God, find the drill vehicle. I want personal man-sized vehicles that I can go rent and drill a hole through a goddamn hill or a mountain.
That is something you would totally be able to do in Vegas because they have like those tracks and stuff that you could rent.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, oh yeah, just go rent the drill vehicle.
Let's go rent the drill vehicle for a week. I'm making buddy tunnels from here to Ohio.
Go ahead and mine anything you want.
one tunnel. Pete, it was so wild when you said this because I was like, what isn't there a version of that's in this movie aside from alien reactors, which they took their influence from actual nuclear reactors in the movie? There's a rail train. We have maybe maybe the X-ray machine and the the thing, because we were joking about we could fuck with it the whole time and it would be hilarious.
We would have to.
But since you came up with this, what's yours then, sir? This was hard.
I want the ability to go to Mars. I think that would be very cool.
Nope.
Anna just said we couldn't do that, Pete.
I mean, we're getting very close to space tourism, and I think that's wonderful. I think that's going to lead to a lot of the eventual exploration of the solar system and beyond. And that's something that my Star Trek heart so desires, to be able to bar hop from planet to planet.
You can have fun. I will stay on Earth.
He's doing a planet crawl.
I want to get fucked up on Saturn. I want to get fucked up on Pluto. Pluto's a planet, goddammit.
He's banned from Uranus because he keeps making too many jokes when he's drunk. He's like, we can't have this fucker on our planet anymore.
I couldn't. I would giggle the whole time.
Uranus. Just that one phrase. Just that one phrase. I need it on a shirt. Pete, he's banned from Uranus.
It's just a picture of his face.
Wow. What a homework.
There's your homework. Well, thank you also very much.
All right. Well, let's run through the things real quick.
Yeah. Leave anything for us?
Just bodies. Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
Damn, Anna, from just the tip to your banned from Uranus. I don't know what else you're
fire.
Gonna say.
I'm laughing so hard I'm sweating right now.
You can take your shirt off.
I gotta take this sweatshirt off. Oh gosh.
Oh god, that's awesome. Body count for Total Recall. It does not disappoint. 77 people died
Damn.
on Total Recall. It's Paul Verhoeven. There's gonna be a body count.
It's a bloodbath.
I love it. Now, don't ask me to count the blood squibs. We can't count that high. So it's just. Oh, that's not a nade alert. Okay, we're good. All right. Well, let's pick our favorite one then.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
They were all bad.
Let's see. It's my birthday. I'm going to go first. I'm going to pick my favorite. While there are 77 brutal deaths in this, and a lot of it's by gunplay, I have to pick. It's the one thing that terrified me as a kid before I knew what this movie was. It's one of the most memorable things. And aside from the boobs, it's probably the reason my dad didn't let me watch this as early as I probably ended up watching it. And that's Cohagen's death at the end, with his eyes bugging out of his head and losing oxygen in the vacuum of Mars. That it's still a scene that I just stare at and I can't tear away from when it's on television. It's just so
Nice.
well done and it sounds painful. Like there's certain ways you don't want to die.
Yeah.
I'm going to put suffocating on Mars on that list.
That's
I don't want to
high
die
on the
like
list.
Didn't know it was going to be on the list, but there it is.
it's on the list now, sir. But Pete, let's go with you. What's your favorite kill?
It made me so nervous to see it when I was a kid because it was just coming, and that's when Ironsides got his arms chomped off by the lift.
Yeah.
It's and to see him fall like Anna was talking about earlier. As he falls, he goes and he's got no arms. You can clearly
you see his nubs
he's
reaching
got
up.
no arm. I forget what Arnold says.
See you at the party, Richter.
That's what it was. that one. Oh, and you just because you can see that happening.
Oh, you see the wall of the
I'm taking you
cave
with me.
and the elevator. It's a guillotine. And and then Michael Ironside sells it. I mean, he does a good death in a movie, and that's just like that. No, way better than the Dick Jones fall off the building in RoboCop with his 40-foot arms waving from the marionette puppet.
He's been an asshole the whole time that you're just like waiting for him to get it.
You're ready for him to die.
And it was a satisfying kill too, because
yes,
that kind of guy deserves that kind of death.
I'll agree. That's a solid one.
Yeah.
Anna, what about you? What's your favorite kill of Total Recall?
Oh, it's definitely the Ironside one. Because I wasn't expecting that at all. So it surprised me and shocked me. And it kind of, I don't know, in a way, it kind of feels out of place. But at the same time, it doesn't. It works. And so, I enjoyed it.
Nice.
Nate,
what's yours?
Oh man, there's so many good ones, but I'm gonna go with that whole stabbing in the neck with the Total Recall strapped down, just because that blood squirt that comes out and that dude's look on his face of just pure agony. I'm like, I fucked up. I just worked here, man.
Today's supposed to be my day off.
Yeah,
I got called
I'm
in.
filling in for Tom because he took a PTO day.
Let me say, honorable mention, Sharon Stone's shot to the head, and when Michael Ironside turns her face over, that's a damn good bullet wound makeup on there.
There's a lot of...
She plays a good dead girl. Like, she looked dead. Like, no life in the eyes, because the eyes are still open. It was like, bravo. I really like Sharon Stone.
Bullet wound in Quato's head is awesome.
Yeah. And that comes out. Like that,
that
flap of skin goes. Yep. Quato's the best like special effect in this movie. Like between him and Benny's arm, those two scenes are probably the best like special effect, like appliance and the way it works and moves. Quato's just freaky looking, man.
Quato's my boy.
Bit of it. Absolutely. Pour one out for Quato. All right, let's rate this. That wasn't Michael Ironside because he has no arms. So let's rate this. Anna, let's start with you. This is first time watch, so I'm interested.
I'm giving it 8 out of 10 stars. I was very impressed.
Solid.
Like I said, I had really no idea what I was going into other than the fact that it was Arnold. It was an older action movie and it was sci-fi. That's pretty much all I knew. And I just enjoyed it. I want to go back and watch it again and catch all the other little Easter eggs and stuff. And I think it's a great performance from Arnold too. Like him and Conan, I just was not that impressed with, and I know he was still getting started. He was, I just was not the biggest fan of him in that.
This
now,
is more reason to cover Momoa's, Conan.
Yeah, there we go. But I loved him in this, even though a few moments I had to laugh at his, they just cracked me.
Arnold-isms.
Yeah, they just cracked me up at this point. I do, like I mentioned it earlier, I feel like it could be a little long, but with the theories we spun about the why, I feel like it makes more sense. So it doesn't bother me as much anymore. And I had fun while I watched it, and I think that's the most important thing. And it kept me engaged. So 8 out of 10 stars.
Awesome. Yeah, surprisingly for the amount of story in this, it's still a sub 2-hour movie.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if so, like when they try it, I don't know how long the new one was, but if someone tried to like literally redo this, it'd have to be like a 3-hour or a 2-part movie.
Yeah.
Like someone wouldn't be able to cram this much information into a movie like Verhoeven does now.
Yeah.
So to be under 2 hours, impressive for back in 1990. So, Pete, what are you ranking Total Recall?
I have enjoyed this for 34 years. It's 10.
Damn, Pete's tossing 10s out like
slam
it's
dunk.
candy.
This one, this has been with me forever. I'll watch it probably once a year. I love this movie.
Hell yeah, man.
Short,
Nate,
sweet, to the point.
I love it. Yeah. Nate, what are you ranking Total Recall?
Oh, I think this is one of the greatest movies ever made. Put to cinema. I think that what it does puts new movies to shame for not being able to do what Total Recall does. And I'm looking at you, Remake, now that you reminded me that it exists.
Yeah, sorry.
God, its pacing is excellent. The fact that like how much I love James Bond movies, but I get an R-rated James Bond movie, but it's with mutants and sci-fi.
Yeah.
It's just God. It's everything I could want, and so it's an easy 10. That's for sure. And maybe we should just let Paul Verhoeven come back to America one more time, just to give us another like solid action movie. Because I think the last American movie he did was Hollow Man, and I don't really remember much about Hollow Man. I remember liking it.
Wait, was that with Kevin Bacon?
Yeah, but I remember it being kind of rapey.
It's very rapey.
Yeah, very rapey.
If I remember correctly. So
I watched that one too young.
maybe we let Paul Verhoeven do it. Another American movie, less rapey, more action.
Yeah.
Getting back in his action seat.
God, dude, like Pete said, this movie's been with him for so many years. It's been with
Kinda
me
like
so many years. I wish I would have bought. There was years ago like a DVD, but it was shaped like Mars at the top.
I remember
it was
that
like one of those. Yeah, it's one of those.
That's
I'm
fun.
like, God, why didn't I ever buy that back then? Instead, I've got like the original DVD release from way back in the day. But yeah, they just don't make them like they used to. So Total Recall's
really
perfect
don't.
movie.
Awesome. Well, my turn. I picked it for my birthday for a reason. I have literally grown up with this movie. It's kind of shaped my adolescence in more ways than one, I guess you could say. And while I get why my dad waited for me to watch this, it's also one that was everything I loved. It was sci-fi, it was action, it was Arnold. It's in my top 5 of Arnold movies. Like I said, Running Man will always be my favorite. And of course you've got Terminator 2 and stuff like that, but Total Recall is in that. It could even be top 3. So this is a 10. And again, we don't do this based off critical thinking as much as we do how much we enjoy the movie. That's why we can throw our 10s around a little loosey-goosey here. And I don't care. I'm not trying to make an excuse. You like what you like, but man, Total Recall is just one of those that I have so much rewatchability with. I inadvertently own 7 copies of this movie, and I'm not upset about it. I just love it. I love the visuals. It was one of those that made me wish I'd have gotten into special effects. These were the kind of movies I grew up with, just like enamored. I wish I hadn't been scared of that issue of Fangoria and I'd have bought it. One of these days I will own it. I will own that one because it is such an important moment that I will never there's been tons of Fangoria covers that are nasty and terrifying, but Total Recall's burned an image in my brain before I even knew what the movie was. So yeah, it's a 10, man. I love Total Recall. So Nate, as much as we've given this a love fest, it's time for you to bring it down a notch.
Oh yeah.
I'll see you guys later. I'm leaving.
Bye. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster.
This might be my favorite one I've ever done.
Oh God!
Oh gosh!
Please be about the remake.
This comes from Texas One and gave it 1 out of 10 back in 2019 and said, "This will make you feel bad." I thought this would be a cool science fiction film from the 90s. It turned out to be creepy, disturbing, and vile. Arnold's character does not come across as a nice guy. I hated all the characters. The ones that weren't bad were just creepy. There's this one creepy scene where a man has a little mini-me growing out of his chest, like a beast baby. This beast baby is shot in the head. It's almost like watching a real baby being splattered to death. It's really horrible. I had nightmares after watching this, and I felt bad after this.
Wow.
Called Quato a beast baby.
Beast baby. BB.
Entirely wrong.
One scene made him give it a 1?
He gave him nightmares.
The Beast Baby Quato.
Beast
Guy
Baby
doesn't watch a lot of
Quato.
horror movies, does he?
Beast Baby Quato. Oh, yeah, don't let him watch Basket Case.
No.
He'll shit himself. Don't watch Basket Case 2 for whatever you do. Jesus, he'll die. He'll die.
That's the one with
if
the girlfriend, isn't it?
That's the girlfriend, and I think they added more freaks in that one, wasn't it? Wasn't there like a couple more in that?
I'll go watch that again.
I know, I haven't seen those in forever. God, I love those movies. All right, well, that's Total Recall. That is my birthday action pick for 2025. And as I said earlier, my horror pick is going to be another movie I watched way, way too young, and we're doing Chopping Mall.
Yes. So excited.
Since my last birthday's killer robot movie fell on deaf ears, maybe this birthday's killer robot movie will cheer everyone up a little bit.
I hope next year you have another killer robot movie to bring to the table.
Maximum Overdrive? Have you guys covered that?
We haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
I did on the
Bingo.
other podcast.
That's where, yeah.
I have a cool connection with that movie, so
Yes,
that's
you
why
do.
we're saving it. So yeah, Chopping Mall next week. Also be checking out B Action, where we just got done covering, or whenever this comes out, I think we just released it. Rolling Vengeance, giant monster truck with a drill on the front of it. So how can you go wrong?
You've convinced me I got to see this movie.
Yeah,
You convinced me. That's all I need
It's on
to hear.
YouTube. It's on YouTube.
It's on YouTube.
All
I
right.
saw that.
In high def.
Damn.
But yeah, so a lot of stuff happening. We will see you all next week. Anything else I need to do, or is this episode gone?
I think we just got to tell you happy birthday at this point, and then we're
Happy
done.
birthday.
Happy
Yeah,
birthday,
happy
Charlie.
birthday. You did good. You did real
Thank you.
good.
Thank
boy.
you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I'm older now. I don't know about wiser.
Not
but
wiser for sure.
I appreciate it. Am I prettier? Am I at least
Yes.
prettier?
A little
Pete?
bit, like
Okay.
you know, aging like fine wine.
All right. Beard's gotten a little longer.
A little bit.
Getting some gray in that beard over there.
I gotta
Oh,
get
yeah.
some salt and pepper going.
little salt and
You don't
pepper.
have like a stupid mustache like Nosferatu does, so that's
Yeah, I
good.
won't.
Would you shut up?
I-
Nick? I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, the
I was
mustache is
asking
a
my friend
spoiler.
that. I was like, I don't know how I feel about the Selleck stash they gave on Nosferatu, but I was sold by the end of it. Don't let that deter you, Pete.
Okay, there you go, Pete. If not, Pete, there was another Universal monster movie that came out that I think you'll really enjoy.
No.
It's called Werewolves. And
No.
you know what's in that movie?
I've heard
Werewolves
that
and machine guns.
No.
Yes.
So much action. So much action. Werewolves and machine guns, sir.
Do these werewolves have machine guns?
Yes.
I've
Dude,
got to.
I think
I've got to watch it. I've got it to watch. I just haven't.
technically, yes. But also no.
Nope.
You just gotta watch it. Werewolves and machine guns.
Sold.
Yep. Never
And
go
Fra-
wrong.
and Frank Grillo.
Now, do these machine guns need to be reloaded at all? Because if
Never.
they don't, I'm in. Oh, I'm so in.
There is
So-
literally a turret-mounted machine gun on a Humvee.
Of course, that's driven by a werewolf.
No,
Spoilers.
but
You know
yeah,
what?
I
You
don't
know,
want to spoil everything. Look, I've already told you there's a werewolf with war face paint and body armor. So
I'll tell you
take
right
that
now.
what you need to know.
If Nosferatu had machine guns, I would have been in.
You'd have never fell asleep, sir.
I
You
would have never
fell
fallen asleep during that movie, because then it would have been like the castle has mounted M60s and Nosferatu's like dogo 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 to Van Helsing, and William Dafoe, he's got a flamethrower and then he's trying to torch the castle, but the problem is bricks don't catch on fire. Been awesome.
Make it happen, Hollywood.